I have wanted to become a teacher ever since second grade. In second grade, that is when I decided I wanted to become a teacher. Um, and I wanted to share with the class how I chose my major and my future job goals. My second grade teacher, Miss Christ, really influenced me to want to become an elementary school teacher. Another thing that made me want to become a teacher and helped me to choose my major was taking a child development class in high school. So first I'm going to talk about how Miss Christ influenced me. Miss Christ was my second grade teacher, and she made learning really fun. One thing she did was when we were learning to read, she had little witch fingers that you put on your finger, and she taught us how to use our index finger to follow along while we were reading, which made reading really fun for me while I was struggling to learn to read. So that really influenced me, and I wanted to make school fun for other kids in the future. I helped later on, a couple years later, I helped Miss Chris tutor students because she was a second grade teacher when I was in fourth grade. I helped Miss Chris tutor her second grade students, and that showed me that I enjoy doing this. I enjoyed interacting with the younger kids. I always said that I preferred the younger kids over my old age, and it showed me that I could help other kids learn. I became friends with her kids over the years, and so when I would go to her house on the weekends, during the summer, I would help her. On the weekends, I would help her grade her students' work, and during the summer, I would help her put her class back together. Miss Christ is one of my main reasons on why I chose this job. I actually still help her to this day. I was just helping her last week in her classroom to get ready for the new school year. And so that made me realize I wanted to be an elementary school teacher. But for the longest time, I wanted to be a second grade teacher. That's what I always said. I wanted to teach second grade. I always said I didn't want to. One thing that hasn't changed is I always said I did not want to teach the older kids. They're just not my style. They're still not my style. I like the younger kids. But in high school, I took a child development class because I heard about the robot babies and I wanted to experience that. And I thought I was just going to be taking it for fun and, to be taking a robot baby home. But this class really showed me that I enjoy learning about why children behave the way they do and how children develop over the years. And that made me think about what I wanted to do. I still realized I wanted to be a teacher, but I was like, do I really want to teach second grade? And I decided that I like the younger kids, especially through the child development course. And so I was struggling between either choosing an elementary school teacher major or early childhood education major. And one thing I liked about the elementary school teacher was that's what I thought I wanted to be. I thought I wanted to be an elementary school teacher. But the thing I liked about the early childhood education major was the fact that they had a lot more child development courses, which I had learned I really enjoyed. So that was a struggle in high school where I was like, do I want to elementary school major or early childhood education? And so when I learned that I could still become a kindergarten or even a second grade teacher with an early childhood education major, that's when I decided that's the major for me. And that's how I made the decision to major in early childhood education and that I wanted to become a kindergarten teacher. So that's my introduction.